If you have never watched my video before, or you're just coming across my video, or YouTube has been putting my video on your FYP, but you choose not to click, especially as a Black person, this is an opportunity for you to click. Because in this video today, we are going to be discussing what concerns you and what is important to you and how we are going to look out for solution. I love it when I hear Black folks making their voice heard. I love it when I hear them talk. I love it when I hear them express and educate the white folks, right? Not in a bad way, right? Do not get me wrong. We do not support any form of violence here. Anyways, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Sonia, and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If this is the first time tuning in, do what, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we use in today's episode, and this is just for educational purpose only. Just take that in mind, okay? I stand a chance to be corrected. I keep saying it. Feel free to correct me in the comment section if you think that I'm wrong or I'm saying something that is apt of points, right? But yes, do not comment on this video yet until you watch from beginning to the end. Very important. The clips are not too much, and that is why I want you to watch from beginning to the end before you go ahead to drop your comments. Let's get right into it. Let me roll out the clips for you guys.
I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm not going to address anything, and I'm going to go back to my fucking exam season hiatus. It will never be any of your white places to critique and police the way an oppressed person reacts to their oppression. And that applies in all fucking circumstances. Every single circumstance. And those of you who want to support people of colour, yeah, it will never be your place to critique the approach that people of colour take to getting their freedom. And it will never be your place to critique the way people of colour operate in said movements to get their freedom. And it will also never be your place to critique the way the people who are supporting said movement operate as people of colour within said movement when they are reacting or interacting with white people. Those of you who tell me everything isn't about race, everything is race, ho. Everything is about race. Everything is about race and race relations, because you listen to certain people, you ignore others, you amplify certain people, you give certain people graces, and then on top of that, you will critique the way that the people that you are villainizing react to your fucking inflammatory actions. It makes no fucking sense, and that's why I don't trust any of you. None of you. I don't trust you. You can wave every flag you want to wave and put everything in your bio and put everything in your fucking name. I don't trust you guys, because you fundamentally disregard the way that basic racism is woven into our institutions. It is a part of the fabric of the makeup of modern society. So why the fuck would you not think that it is part of movements? It is the most relevant factor to me. It is the most relevant factor because it impacts the way everybody moves. It impacts the way I observe behavior. Because a lot of you don't want to admit that you don't listen to people of color. You have to wait for a white person to tell you to do something and then you do it. And that's not just white people, that's all people as well. I will do another video explaining the way this relates to Congo, okay?
Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country, right?
When are we going to give the Native American people and the indigenous people their lands back? When are we going to include them in this conversation? Because we talk about birthright citizenship, but we don't talk about the people that originated from this land. And I don't like how they're being left out of this conversation. I don't like how this administration has left these people and the land and the aspects and the culture out of this conversation. I hate it. And I hate how we leave them out of the conversation, because if we want to get technical, they were here first. This is their land. I'm sitting on their land right now. So when will they get rights to this land? And I'm not talking about a reservation. I'm not talking about a casino. I'm talking about this land that I'm sitting on right now. When are they going to have free claim of this land? When are they going to be able to reclaim their territories? I just want to know, because if we're going to have conversations about birthright citizenships and land and things of that nature, we need to include Native Americans and indigenous people. And when I say indigenous, we got to remember where they originated from, okay? And I'm not here to really educate y'all on that, because I feel like y'all don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, this conversation can't continue to be had until we include these people.
We are a nation of immigrants. This country was not built by immigrants. This country was built by settlers who came here and built this country from nothing. There is a big difference between being a settler and being an immigrant who comes to a developed country to sign up for all sorts of benefits.
To all the colonizers out there, I would like to let you know that I am no longer an immigrant. I'm actually a settler. That's right, settling in the Bay Area. European Americans are always trying to find a way to avoid referring to themselves or their ancestors as people that migrated, almost as if there is a negative connotation with migration. They're always trying to say that they were settlers, calling themselves digital nomads, or when they're like expats. But anyways, colonizers over here said that there was nothing. What about all the indigenous people? What about the indigenous communities and culture? Just conveniently forgetting about that? And to try to dismiss that this country is what it is today thanks to the labor of people that migrated here, like the immigrants that built the railroad, like the people that worked the field to be able to feed America, waves and waves of migration, people that led to the advancement of this country. In this video, he goes on to say that the European settler colonizers essentially came up and pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. That migrants right now are sort of like leeching of the system. And then at the end saying that he's tired of playing those mental gymnastics about why migration is good for the country, which is while he's doing mental gymnastics to try to say why they're not welcome. One last thing I want to address is that he talks about endless migration. And we are asking for endless migration. So let me be super clear here. What people like myself are asking is for pathways for folks to be able to seek a safe place to live that are attainable. So people don't have to migrate not the proper way. And we are asking for people to be treated with dignity, because I think him forgetting there was indigenous communities here already and just call them nothing says a lot about his perspective in general. No matter what I say, this fella's not going to change his mind, because it's clear that he has cemented his perception. That's when we say that colonizer is a mindset. It's not a blanket statement for everyone. When you see fellas like him defending colonization,
Ethiopia was never colonized, and it remains one of the poorest countries on the planet. Meanwhile, Singapore was colonized, and it is one of the richest countries.
But anyways, familia, what do y'all think about anything I said? Anything he said? What do y'all think about my new title as a settler in this country? Let me know. Let's talk about it.
America, Europe, give the land back. Give the artifacts and the art back. Give the fucking resources back to every country, territory that you stole from. Give it back. Because collectively, the world is looking right at you, America. I'm American. And Europe. I'm sick and tired of these colonizing white men. Y'all are the minority in the world, and yet you are continuing to colonize Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, everything. France still has fucking art from fucking Africa. Give it back. Stop stealing. Stop stealing, kleptos.
We are a nation of immigrants. This country was not built by immigrants. This country was built by settlers who came here and built this country from nothing.
Because crossing borders is only heroic when white people do it. I hate to break it to you, Settler Dan, but your ancestors, and mine too, were the original illegal aliens. What do you call white people who cross the ocean, show up uninvited to land already inhabited by indigenous people who have lived there for thousands of years, and then destroy their cultures, their languages, their religion, and impose your own? Settlers, or rather, colonizers. And then what do you call people of color who cross the border, work jobs that nobody else wants to work, pay taxes, and try to build a life in the so-called land of opportunity? Illegals. Illegal aliens. Criminals. If you're white, it's exploration. You're a pioneer. You're a settler. And if you're not, you're an invader. And for the record, it wasn't the colonizers that built the United States. It was the immigrants that came after them from every corner of the globe. They built the railroads, the roads, the factories, the farms. They built the United States.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I wanted to get on here and say that just because you're a person of color and you side with conservative white people does not make them like you anymore. As someone who grew up in a conservative white area, I can tell you pretty confidently that there are only 4 reasons that most white people have a friend of color. Number 1 is so that they can say that they aren't racist, and they can tokenize you and say that you're one of the good ones while also giving themselves some sort of social credit. Number 2, they like to have people around that they feel that they are smarter or better than in some way. They almost see their friends of color as sort of sidekicks when they're the main character. I think it's disrespectful to put somebody into that role and not recognize their own individuality. Number 3, they keep you around to make fun of you or say things behind your back. And again, the whole tokenizing, look, oh, he doesn't act, insert race here, which probably results in more comparison between you and other in-group members. And number 4, just to have somebody around. Please don't fall into this trap of thinking that just because you say the things that they want and you hang out with them, that they will ever fully include you. Because most racists will never see you on the same level as them because they feel they are superior. Just a bad situation to be in.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that particular clip that I played for you. Give them back what belongs to them. Give them back what belongs to them. Even the Bible made us to understand that give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what belongs to God. You cannot eat Caesar's own, you eat God's own, and then you eat your own. How do you think things will actually go well? How do you think that a lot of things are going to flourish? How do you think that one party will not be angry? How do you think one party will not get offended? Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. It's not that difficult. The only problem is greed. The only problem is selfishness. The only problem is I don't want them to be above. I prefer where they are. That is where the problem is coming from. And one thing I will keep saying is, I love the fact that people that look like me are not really, they're not keeping quiet on this. They are voicing out. They are speaking it. And that is why when we see some of their clips, we try to bring it out together. Just let it be known that we keep saying it. Let it be known that we keep educating ourselves. Let it be known that these said people know exactly what they are supposed to do, but they are not doing it. Let it be known that we're not just silent, we're still voicing out. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. It's not difficult. We human beings are the one making it look so difficult that at the end of the day, it's looking like you're giving them a whole universe. It's not fair. It's not. And one thing I know is no matter how hard it is, no matter how you try to be quiet about it, no matter how you try to make it look as if we don't care, we are not giving it, the word of the Lord will never come null and void. If you say it, you will do it. The time will come, you will use your hand willingly to be like, just take this thing. But anyways, till that time, we keep our fingers crossed. And one thing I love again is some of these white folks coming out out the truth and be like, yeah, they need it, they deserve it, give it to them. Let them go, please. It is well. We keep pushing, we keep making voices heard. In peace and unity, right? Like I said, we do not support any form of violence here. We can't try it. We don't, anybody, be it black, blue, pink, we are one as far as I'm concerned. But I will still keep saying, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. It's as simple as that. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches used in today's episode. And yes, with no further ado, I'm going to be Sim, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you. Stay tuned and come back for more.